Miss Jack Burton, and Carolina has a touchdown.
So they're like, oh, well, we need real players. Oh, okay. So you need a quarterback? Sure.
Another opportunity, spins out of a sack, throws it to the back of the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, New Orleans. He's
up to the 30. He's gone, baby. My goodness. Somebody cool off that man's feet because they're on fire.
This is going to explode big time.
The SFL Network on Twitch welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
It is week 13, and we are here in Raleigh, North Carolina for the Battle of the Carolinas. Charleston at Carolina. The Predators at the Skyhawks. You are watching the SFL on Twitch. Brought to you by APM Music. Rich Pratchard sitting next to Levant Mercer here in the booth. Trevor Toslowski handling stats for us tonight. How you doing tonight, Levant?
Everything's great. Here for a rivalry game. These two teams are 1-1 in head-to-head matchups with each other, and while they don't really have much to play for much left in the season, there is one thing, and it's regional pride between these Carolina teams here, and they'll still be playing hard for that.
Absolutely. North Carolina and South Carolina going at it here tonight, Raleigh and Charleston. And you know they're playing for pride. There's a lot of pride on the line here in this rivalry game. Neither one of these teams are going to make the playoffs. This game doesn't have any implications on the playoffs. But you're right, Levant. These guys aren't going to be pulling any punches tonight.
No, they won't.
So Carolina coming in 1-10, Charleston 4-7. Last week for these two teams, Charleston beat Tulsa 31-24. Carolina lost to Seattle 34-7. Strong Seattle team this year, battling for top of the playoff seeding. Kickoff is next here on Twitch. Charleston will kick it off. Carolina will kick it off. I'm already starting. And the kick is away, and we are underway here. The Battle of the Carolinas. Return comes back across the 25 to the 28-yard line. First down and 10. Skyhawks. First down and 10. Predators. I have to get this together here. We'll go over the Predators offense here to start things off. Quarterback is T.D. Drew. Halfback Keith Swearingen. Wide receivers Ken McCarro, Jay Taylor, and Shea Carroll. And the tight end is Sean Harrelson. Here on first down, T.D. Drew. He's going to hand it off to Swearingen, going to the right-hand side. He gets it out to the 32-yard line, gain of 4, second down and 6.
That's one of the keys that Carolina really has to worry about today is how are they going to contain Keith Swearingen? They're not able to, and they've had, difficulties against the run before. This could be a whole ball game and a half for them to deal with Charleston's running attack.
Yeah, Swearingen already over 1,000 yards on the season. Just padding the stats here today. A little pass to the right-hand side. It's going to be complete for a very short gain to Shea Carroll. Gain of 1, third down and 5. Looked like a little check down to Carroll. Didn't have anybody open downfield. Just trying to get the ball away. So third down and 5. 2 wide left, 1 wide right for T.D. Drew. Short drop goes to the right. That one's complete, but he does not get the first down. Comes out short of the sticks, and that will force a punt on the first drive for the Predators.
Yeah, there was 10 in the box there. They were lined up in a way that they were prepared for both the run and the pass there. So Carolina had everything covered, and there was really nowhere for Charleston to throw the ball to.
So first series, the Skyhawks force a 3-and-out, and Pete Zorin standing back at his own 20 to boot this one away. Reversing field, trying to get some yardage, but ran backwards trying to do that. And the ball goes all the way back to the 23, first down and 10.
There are very rare cases where that could work, but he had absolutely no blockers in front of him to make sure that that even had any chance of forward progress. That was absurd, honestly.
Yeah, not usually a good idea. Sully Richardson, the quarterback, under center. And that one was complete for 9 yards. Second down and 1 now at the 32. One wide on each side. Single back behind Sully Richardson. Gonna go to Randy Mercury, and he is dropped for a 1 yard loss. Brings up third down and 2.
You know, sometimes you got to read the hat count. You got to know which way you want your runner to go. Sometimes these plays have two directions. He just went on to the strong side of the defense and just met with the teeth of it there.
So third down and 2 now. Looking to throw the ball, throws it right over the middle. That one's complete. No, incomplete. Knocked out of the hands of Harish Prasad. Good defense by the Predator secondary, and that'll force a 3 and out for Carolina.
Yeah, it looked like, I'm not sure whether that was Haight or Johnny Bravo, but one of them came around and just reached and knocked the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, I didn't catch who that was either. So standing back at his own 15-yard line is Mike Johnson, the punter for the Skyhawks. And the kick is away. Returned out to the 37. The punt returner for the Predators gets it out to the 37, first down and 10. Charleston. Let's go over the defense now for the Skyhawks. Front line, Phil Hall and Chris Colon are the defensive tackles. Defensive end is Forrest Stark. Linebackers, DJ Majesty and Trevon Prasad. There's a pass on first down, gets them 3 yards, complete to Sean Harrelson. The cornerback is Zane Doty, and the safeties, Rochelle Colston and Tristan Hatley. That's your defense for the Carolina Skyhawks.
Yeah, something to really keep an eye on is how the linebacker core stops and keys down on Swearingen to see how they attack the runner today.
Drops back on second down and 7, and that one's over the middle, complete, but there is a flag. Flag on the play. That one was complete to, Jack Flash.
Now holding on the play is going to send them back about 10. And that's just not something you want to see out of your lineman this early in the game. Moat was the offending party here.
Yeah, sorry, I called the wrong name, guys. That was complete to Shea Carroll. So that holding brings them back to the 31. Second down and 17 now. Second long, going to send trips to the right. Single receiver left. TD Drew drops back, goes long. That one's complete. It's enough for a first down all the way down to the 46-yard line. First down and 10. Predators, Ken Macaro on the reception.
Yeah, he used to play for Denver, and you just see him right here doing the same thing that he used to do there. Just cut across, has that, flash in the pan speed, was able to split the defenders, beat the safety over the top, and just got the tough yards.
Ken Macaro comes in with 667 yards receiving on the season on 59 receptions. We're going to pad those stats just a little bit. 2 wide left, single receiver to the right for Drew. Swearingen up the middle's got plenty of room. That hole closed quick, though. Gets it out to the 40, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, the hold close really quickly, but not the way they wanted to. They should have pinched the line a bit more there. They didn't cover the right gap. They went through the A, and Swearingen went through the B. Was able to get 6 there.
So 2nd and 4. Swearingen offset. Going to go to Swearingen again, right side. That one is enough for a first down. Out to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Charleston.
It's time to attack the other end, and Swearingen just goes through where he didn't go before. Just powers through, gets a couple yards. Really confusing this Carolina defense early.
He drugged DJ Majesty with him for a few yards before he got stopped by the 2nd defender. Good hard run by Swearingen. Going to send trips to the left this time. Nobody on the right-hand side. TD Drew under center. 4 down front for Carolina. Short drop, going to go right. That one's complete. Stopped after a good 7-yard gain, complete to Sean Harrelson. 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, they've been targeting him a bit on this drive. Simply just nothing downfield, but was able to get Cross wide open through the middle right there underneath, and there's just no one for miles on end just to cover that.
DJ Majesty on the stop. 2 wide left, single receiver right, single back. Showing blitz from Carolina. They've dropped back. Going right up the middle with Swearingen. He gets enough for the first down. Just enough, but it is enough. Down to the Carolina 22, 1st and 10.
Yeah, a little bit of an issue reading a run there. Every time, TD Drew doesn't really have much of a tell. He kind of drops back a bit before he hands it off, makes it look like he's about to pass. Carolina bit on that a bit and was able to get, and that alone was able to get Swearingen some free yardage.
Deep drop to throw, going to go to Swearingen out of the backfield. Gets it out across the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Stop made by Zane Doty, but that puts the Predators into the red zone. 1st down and 10. 2nd down and 5. Second and 5 from the 18. Again, 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Looking to throw, drops back under pressure, and it is knocked down. Incomplete. A good pressure from the Carolina Skyhawks front. Christopher Colon got in there and broke that pass up.
A little bit of a cross-line blitz there. They were able to confuse the offensive line's assignments. The linebackers cross with each other, and then you saw that, both of the linemen went around, crossed each other as well, and that was enough to really get him through for the sack.
So 3rd down and 5, dropping back to throw again. Deep drop, going down into the end zone, incomplete. Overthrew his receiver, trying to get it to Ken McCarro. That'll bring up 4th and 5, and I would imagine we're going to see the field goal team.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early in the game to start thinking about going for it on 4th. They're just probably going to go for the field goal unit, just get their 3, and just come back next drive.
Going to be a 39 or 34-yard attempt for Amanda Moyer, the Week 8 signing to the Predators. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Predators strike first, get that 3 points on the board. Charleston 3, Carolina 0.
Yeah, you just saw right there a little bit of a low snap there on the kick. Was able to get Carolina's gunners to come around, but the blocking holds, and she was able to get it away.
4:09 left in this first quarter. And the kick is away. Comes down inside the 10. Turned out past the 30. He's got some room out past midfield to the 40, 30, 20. He's gone. 10, 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Return for a touchdown by Harish Prasad.
This time he remembered the direction he needed to be going forward this time. Way away he goes right here through the middle. The wedge just wedge blocking there made sure he had an open lane, and with his burners for speed, he's gone. There's absolutely no one who can catch him here.
That was his second kick return for a touchdown in 2 weeks. He kicked one, or he returned one last week for a touchdown, and now his second of the season comes this week.
Yeah, for every mishap that you see, sometimes you get some great magic like that, and that's why they leave him there for kick returns.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to take the good with the bad. So
Kicker is Wally Herman, and that kick is up and good. There's another mid-season signing, Week 11 signing for the Skyhawks, and he gets the extra point in. So Carolina takes the lead 7-3 with 3:57 left in this first quarter.
yeah, earlier this week we also there was another game this week where there was a kick return scored for a touchdown. Alaska had one, but that was really part of their only points in that game. So let's see. Let's see how Carolina capitalizes on this score.
Yeah, I was just going to comment that maybe we'll see a defensive battle here tonight, and then Prasad goes back with that return for a touchdown. That kick only comes out to the 24. So the Predators will take over on offense again, first down and 10.
Yeah, things like that do change a bit of your opening script. You have a script to come out every week. You know, you want to start out a certain way. And now that you're behind pretty early, you might want to start deviating from that. Some teams don't, but you know.
Yeah. Trips to the left, single receiver right. He's going to go right. That one's complete. Cuts it upfield, but can't keep his feet in bounds to get any extra yardage. It's going to be a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Ken Macaro on the catch.
Yeah, he just came up on an out route there. Just no one covering up top there. When you have a receiver all by him lonesome, there's nothing but to do it, really.
Second down and 4. Twins to the right, single receiver left. Short drop going right. And that one's complete. Shea Carroll threw that one into double coverage and kind of threaded the needle a little bit to get it to Carroll. First down.
Yeah, threaded the needle or a little bit of lack of effort. Let's see right here. Yeah. Yep, I'll go with your assertion there. Hatley had quite a lot of effort. Almost had a hand to it, but, you know, just not enough.
Because then trips to the right, bunched. Going to Swearingen. Oh, man, he is just leveled. Going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss by DJ Majesty.
Sometimes you have to be reminded that you're playing football out there. He had a couple open lanes earlier in this game, and then that way there's when you're going northbound on the southbound freeway, look out.
He's going to remember he's playing football tomorrow after that hit. 2 wide left, 1 to the right. 4 down front for Carolina. Going to go to Swearingen out of the backfield. He's got to swing around backwards to catch that one, and that's going to limit his yardage a little bit. He's stopped by Rochelle Colston. He only gets 1, 3rd down.
Yeah, he was a little let down back there. He had to go back and grab that pass and put him in a vulnerable position. That's how he taken 2 really heavy hits back to back. Not even on this play.
Empty backfield, 4 wide. Under pressure, and he is sacked. Brought down for the sack by Phil Hall. Good rush by the Carolina front.
Just see a little miscommunication on the offensive line. Lets Phil Hall right through. Just tried to double team the wrong man. They went for Cologne, and that left Phil Hall all alone.
Yeah, the center missed his block completely. Number 60, he wasn't blocking anybody. Phil Hall just too quick for him. So this will be a 3 and out for Charleston. Standing back at his own 23. The kick is away, just about blocked. Nice punt. Returned out to the 30-yard line, and Carolina will go back on offense, first down and 10. Don't think I've introduced the Carolina offense yet, so let's do that now. Quarterback Sully Richardson. Halfback is Randy Mercury. Fullback Tony Zoma. Wide receivers Dupree Hudson and Harish Prasad. and the tight end, Jack Flash. 2 backs behind Richardson. Drops back to throw, has time, throws it over the middle. That one's complete, and that's enough for a Carolina first down. Harish Prasad on the catch. 1st and 10 from the 44.
I mean, that pass that time was somewhat well covered, but Richardson was able to thread the needle there and get it right through his man, right over the heads of 2 linebackers, and right underneath the coverage. Great throw.
Richardson had all day back there. They had some rush, but he was not, nobody was close to him yet, so he was able to sit back there and survey the field. 2 wide, 1 on each side, single back. That's Randy Mercury. Tight end on each side of the formation, drops back to throw. Over the middle again. That one's incomplete. No, fumble. They're going to say he fumbled that one. It is recovered by the Skyhawks. Picked up by the guard, Jones, but so that'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
They came back up with the ball there, got 2 off of that play. I don't even think that was really a fumble. That has to be ruled incomplete, but you know what? You'll take it because you got 2 off of that.
That's right. Yeah, I wouldn't have called that a fumble. Looking to throw, goes right. That one's tipped, incomplete. Good coverage by Paul Connolly, knocking it down. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah. Connolly's been with this team quite some time, and you know, that veteran presence there has really gelled. You know, he's really gotten these guys to gel on that defense, and you know, they've started pretty rough, but that defense has always been pretty good for them, holding most of their opponents under 20 points.
Trips bunch to the left, single receiver right. Drops back to throw, goes over the middle. That one's complete. That's enough for a Carolina first down. 1st down and 10 from the 44.
Richardson so far today has just been dotting passes all across the middle of the field. That time wide open. Someone just missed their assignment on the receiver, let him right through, and just that linebacker there was on a spy, so he wasn't really tracking that receiver. It's not his job on that play, so that's kind of rough there to leave him stranded like that.
Short drop. Going to go to Mercury out of the backfield. He's able to run over 1 defender, but that doesn't help him with Caledon Holly. He drops him for a 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Raleigh. Carolina 7, Charleston 3. You're watching the Simulation Football League, brought to you by APM Music. So this is turning out to be a good rivalry battle here. Defensive battle a little bit. Carolina 7, Charleston 3. Not a lot of offensive production to this point, Levant.
No, not really, and they're going to really need something out of the backfield, out of Mercury today if they really want much.
He's going deep down the left-hand side. That one's complete. Down inside the 20. Down close to the 10 at the 11. 1st down and 10. Carolina, Harish Prasad comes up big with that catch.
Look at this man right here. Just shreds this man off the line and then comes back and mosses this dude. Look at that right there. All by himself, one-on-one with the corner, making him look like a fool.
That's a lot of power, too, to pull that down in traffic and get out of that first tackle. Drops back to throw, throws toward Prasad again, just short of not only the goal line, but the 1st down line, 2nd down in inches.
Yeah, Prasad's really been doing great things for this team, for this organization since he's been here, and you just see it when he steps out on the field, the confidence he exudes. You're not worried about whether the team's 1-10. He was Carolina through and through.
He's going to hand it off, going to the right-hand side. Just stopped short of the 1st down. Randy Mercury on the carry, stopped by Zachary Bates.
So Bates was just coming down there in support because, you know, the play broke down on that side, really. It was just up to him. And he came up on top.
Gonna throw on 3rd down and 1 into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Dupree Hudson with the catch.
Right, just look at it right here. It just looked like that defender thought that ball was going to be a little low. It was, but it wasn't in his direction. And as soon as he came off the receiver, he just let Hudson go. And you come off like that, yep, that's just going to be an easy touchdown.
So Carolina extends their lead here early in the 2nd quarter. Hold is down, the kick is up and good. The extra point is good. 9:37 left in the half. Carolina 14, Charleston 3. Well, thank all you guys for joining us here for this final week of the Simulation Football League regular season. Playoffs start next week. So make sure you stick around and check out the playoffs next week. Saturday, October 12th is Wild Card Day. Games at 5 o'clock and 10:30. Tuesday is October 15th, the quarterfinals. That return out to the 29th, or the 29, 1st down and 10, Charleston. And then the playoffs will continue from there. But it's going to be a great playoff season. It's been a tough battle getting seeding this season. It went right down to yesterday, and I think today, we're still playing some games that really matter in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, all of these 5 and 6 teams trying to find their way in.
That one's complete over the middle. It's going to be a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Keith Swearingen out of the backfield with that reception.
They like to utilize them in both the run and the pass. They like to throw down in small little wheel and curl routes like that. Sometimes they get them involved in swing routes outside, and Swearingen has been doing this for several seasons. So he has soft hands out of the backfield, so they're going to use him in many ways.
TD Drew throws to the right-hand side. He's got his receiver down to the 45-yard line. Jay Taylor, the Week 9 signing, pulls that one in. 1st down and 10, Predators.
Just look at it again, Drew, with all types of time to throw. And, you know, when the safeties beat that high over the top like that, you gotta figure out who had that man, because he was wide open, and that's kind of rough there.
Trips to the right, single receiver left. He's going to go left that time, and that one's incomplete. Good coverage by Zane Doty, knocks that one down. 2nd down and 10.
Time just right on the receiver, one-on-one in coverage, and this time he has good leverage on the inside track and was able to just knock the ball away.
So 2nd down and 5 from the Carolina 45. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Swearingen by himself in the backfield. Gonna give it to Swearingen, trying to go up the middle, but he's only gonna get a couple. Stopped by Shravan Prasad. 3rd down and 9.
The other half of the Prasad family that's here in Carolina, and you know, he's been pretty solid there in the linebacker position, and that time getting another tackle to help his team out.
3rd down. Drops, goes right. That one's enough for a 1st down. He is forced out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down. Ken Macaro. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Just looks like Carolina likes to shade their secondary a bit deep. And Charleston's just keeps on beating them over the top with some of these out routes and some of these intermediate long routes there that just comes right up underneath and comes back.
Trying to go to the right-hand side with Swearingen. He gets 2. 2nd down and 8.
At the same time, it does seem like Carolina's doing a little better on the running game here. You know, they've been able to like team up on these these offensive linemen have been able to push them into Swearingen, making sure that he doesn't get through.
There Swearingen goes that time, though. He's going to get a few more. Gets 3rd down and 2 up to the 25. You know, Swearingen comes in with, like I said, 1,000 yards, 1,082 yards, but only 8 touchdowns. So he does get some yardage. He gets some open space, but they just haven't been able to get him in the end zone too many times. 3rd down and 2, going to go to Swearingen again. Tries to spin it. He does spin out of it. He gets the 1st down. Gets it out to the 21-yard line. 1st down and 10, Charleston.
Look at just this second effort right here. Get off me. Right for the 1st down. Those are tough yards. Those are the 3 yards in a cloud of dust that you're not used to seeing out of Swearingen, but he gets them there for his team right there.
So 1st down and 10 now for Charleston. Getting close to the red zone. Short drop, throws it to the right, one-handed catch. And that one is enough for a 1st down. What a catch by Macaro.
Oh, it looked absolutely effortless, as if it just found itself right there in the pocket of his elbow there. It's just like, oh, well, I guess I caught it now.
Two to the left, one to the right. Swearingen by himself in the backfield. Drew gives it to Swearingen. He is met and dropped for a loss. Be a loss of 1. Shravan Prasad in there on the stop. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, he gets into the backfield with ease there when he has some support from the line in front of him. Just pushed open the lane and got right through the ball carrier.
Gonna go empty backfield. 5 wide. Looking to throw. Throws it over the middle. That one's caught. Oh, could not quite get into the end zone. Bring up 3rd down and 2. Sean Harrelson on the catch, but he just could not get to the line.
Yeah, came over from Sioux Falls, moved to tight end, and you see why right there. Just able to come up with the grab and hold on to the ball. Got hit real hard in the chest there. Still came up with it.
Gonna throw it into the end zone. Caught, touchdown, wide open. Shea Carroll standing in the back of the end zone, and Charleston put 6 more on the board.
That was Jay Taylor there on the grab. Just look at it right here. TD Drew just sees him wide open, just exposed right there on the coverage. Someone wasn't on him, and that's been the case for Carolina so far on this drive. There's been cases where a whole receiver's just left unattended for, and they really need to figure out who's on who before the play starts.
Yeah, obviously my eyes aren't working. I looked down in the looked right at Shea Carroll, picked him up, but it was Jay Taylor. Again, a Week 9 signing. These mid-season signings are having some impact on these games. They have been since we started signing these guys early or middle of the season.
Yeah, and they've been doing some really big things for these teams, and we just saw it right there. Taylor getting that reception. You know, we also saw it earlier with Flash getting involved on the offense for Carolina. So, yeah, they have an impact in the league.
14-9 or 14-10 now. Carolina over Charleston, 4:39 left in the half. That return comes out to the 27. And Carolina will go back on offense. And let's introduce, I think this is the last one I've got to do. I've got to introduce the Charleston defense to everybody. The defensive end, another mid-season signing, Week 10 signing, Jeff Hollywood. Linebackers are Jack Brown and Brandon Haight. Cornerbacks Johnny Bravo and Caledon Holly. Safeties are Paul Conley, Zachary Bates, and Jack Hoffman. That one's incomplete. And the kicker, Amanda Moyer, trying to get the ball downfield to the backup wide receiver, Bob Klein. Ball's incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he was covered by 2 defenders there. That's just not a ball you throw. If you see that everyone's covered, you got to just decide to throw the ball away there.
2nd down and 10, Carolina. Power I formation behind Richardson. Gonna hand it off to Mercury, going to the left, and he is stopped quick. Just a 1-yard gain. Tackle by Brandon Haight.
And
3rd and 9.
Just another case of not killing the play or moving it away from the teeth of the defense. This time they decided to keep going with it. Both of the linebackers there that were shaded to that side just came right through and stopped the ball carrier short.
So we've got 3 receivers stacked to the left. Gonna throw it to the right. That one's complete. That's enough for a Carolina first down. First down and 10. Complete again to Dupree Hudson.
Yeah, Charleston sent the house, but they didn't get to the door. Sully Richardson didn't open up with anything but a first down.
So first down and 10 from their own 38. Gonna go to Mercury again up the middle, and he's got room, lowers his shoulder, trying to get the first down, but he is stopped by Jack Hoffman, but not before he gets 9, 2nd down and 1.
Now, it really would have been something to see if he could get through 2 defenders there, but took a real big risk on those shoulders of his.
So 2nd down and 1 now. Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide. Going up the middle again with Mercury, and that's enough for a first down. Short gain, but enough for a first down nonetheless.
Yeah, just lining them up in the split backfield right there. Just, that formation's a lot closer to the line than usual. So, if you have just enough blocks at the front end of that, he's going to get the first down easy.
Yeah, all you got to do is get a little push from the offensive line in that situation.
Yep.
Back to the single back. Gonna go to Mercury again. He bounces it just to the left, but he's stopped once again by Jack Brown. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Jack Brown's been a long mainstay of the Mexico City Aztecs. This is his first season somewhere other than the South, and he's been doing pretty big things here in Charleston.
Another tackle by Jack Brown at the line of scrimmage on Randy Mercury. Brings up 3rd down and 8, and you say coming into this game, Brown has 96 tackles, 8 tackles for loss. And from the outside linebacker position, he's knocked down 2 passes. But tonight, he's had a pretty big game so far tonight, and we're only at the 2-minute warning of the first half. Carolina 14, Charleston 10. So 3rd down and 8 for the Skyhawks. They're going to send trips to the right. Single receiver left. Short drop, gonna swing it out to Mercury out of the backfield, and he is gonna come up short of the first down. Brandon Haight on the tackle. Bring up 4th down and 3.
Just didn't seem like he was able to pick up his legs there. Looked like he had an open lane to run, but he just didn't seem fast enough to get to the first down there.
Mike Johnson standing back at his own 41-yard line to punt this one away. And they're letting some time run off the clock before they punt it. No rush from the Predators. That one's going to come down close to the end zone, and they down it at the 4-yard line. Great punt.
A lot of times in this league, you see the gunners just come and, make a mistake right here in the balls like that and just run into the end zone. Not this time. Great presence of mind. Remember where they are on the field and to pin Charleston back deep.
Yeah, the key to that one, though, he didn't dive for it. He didn't try and slide to catch it. I noticed that. I mean, that's a lot of times when they try and slide it, they ended up in the end zone and get that touchback. He just stayed on his feet. Going to hand that one off to Schweringen, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Phil Hall on the tackle. Bring up 2nd down and 10, I believe.
Yeah, it's very different when you're pinned up behind the back of your own end zone here. Defense kind of knows what's coming and they're ready for it, unlike, you know, if they were further ahead.
Going to go Swearingen again. He is stopped after a short gain. Shravan Prasad on the tackle. Brings up third down.
Having a pretty good day so far. He's been able to get in the backfield. There's enough penetration up front to give him open lanes to just zip right through and stop the ball carrier.
Third down and 7. This should be the last play. 2 wide right, 2 wide left. Empty backfield. Under pressure, and he is hit, and the ball falls incomplete. Another big rush by Christopher Colon. Knocked that one down. Incomplete, stops the clock, and forces a 4th down play.
Yeah, right there, what you just saw was the offensive line decided to fan out, but as they were doing that, Phil Hall just comes right in, right through the gap that was being created there, and gets to the quarterback.
Pete Zorin punts it out of the back of his end zone, and that return is going to come out just to the 36. And Carolina will have 1 tick left on the clock that they can either kneel it down or run it, or they can just take a shot to the end zone. They're on the 36.
I personally feel like they should just go through the end zone. There's no harm, no foul in it. You might be ahead, but they look like they're going to kick the field goal. Works just the same to me.
That's a long field goal, 52. It's going to be from 52 for Wally Herman. And the kick is away. It's on its way, and it is just short. Just short. Wally Herman comes up short, but hey, nothing hurt trying.
Nothing hurt trying. Might have been outside of his range, but you know what? Well, there's nothing to it but to do it, and he couldn't.
That's right. That's right. He was on target.
We go.
So that does bring us to the end of the first half. Carolina up on Charleston. And let's take a look at these halftime stats.
So far today, an offensive touchdown by Carolina and 1 in special teams are the difference here for the Skyhawks. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. It looks like Charleston, by all means, should probably be ahead with the amount of time that they've had on the ball, but really, as I've said before, the key difference was that play on special teams that really broke open the scoring, and having a bit of issues in the red zone did not help matters. Another quick strike drive by the Skyhawks, getting them another 7 points. Here we have, Prasad just scoring the first points of the game here. First touchdown of the game here, rather, with this return touchdown. And quite honestly, Carolina's just been managing the game that they've been given with that score there, and they've been doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah, Harish Prasad with a couple big plays, a couple long receptions, and that kickoff return really has put Carolina in the lead in the position they're in now. And the defense has shown up and done a good job stopping Swearingen on the ground.
Yeah, they had issues at the beginning when they didn't know which way he was going to attack, but they picked it up in the second quarter, and that really helped them out.
All right, so here we go. We are getting ready to go in the second half here. Carolina 14, Charleston 10. Rich Pratchard and Levant Mercer here with you with the call. Handling stats for us tonight. Trevor Kozlowski down in the truck. We appreciate everything he does. And the kick is away, and the second half is going. Return out to the 31, first down and 10. So a little bit more of a defensive battle, kind of what I expected coming in, Levant. These guys don't score a lot of points. Carolina averages 17 points a game, and Charleston only averages 20. So didn't expect a big high-scoring affair tonight. Drops back to throw. Throws to the right, but that one's tipped. Knocked down. Good defensive play by Zachary Bates.
Yeah, he was able to just see the ball as soon as it was thrown and just knock the ball away. You would have liked to see a little bit of a third effort there. He had second effort. Going to give him that. Just going to come up with the interception there.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the Skyhawks. Back in the shotgun. Sully Richardson. Mercury to his right. Looking to throw. Going to go right down the field. That one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Prasad. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Prasad had a step ahead of the defender there, but was not ready for the pass. By the time it was thrown and came around to him, he was just turning back upfield and was not ready for that pass.
So we go single back, trips to the left, single receiver right. Richardson under center. Only 3 down for Charleston. They're going to rush 4. Going to the left. That one's complete. Tries to turn it upfield, but can't get any more yardage. That'll be a 4th down, 4th and 6, and a punt for the Skyhawks.
Gotta give it up to Charleston on this drive. They really held the fort there. We didn't really get exceptional pressure on the quarterback, but they still forced him into mistakes.
And the punt is away. They brought pressure, but couldn't get to him. And return's going to be a short one to the 32. So Charleston will get their first chance in the second half. 1st down and 10 from their own 32. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on Twitch tonight in the chat. Brown Knight, Doug Day, Mello Taylor, AJ Jackson today. I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not even going to try anymore. So, Alien Nation 777, everybody, I appreciate you guys being here. Going to the right with Swearingen, and he is stopped. Dropped for a loss. Christopher Colon and Trevon Prasad in on the tackle.
Yeah, you just saw how they just came through. Every time Prasad makes a play, or Majesty in this case makes a play, they're able to just have exceptional pressure up the line, punch straight through the gap, and gets the linebacker lane to get to the ball carrier.
So 2nd down and 12 now after that loss. Short drop going to Swearingen out of the backfield. He's able to keep his feet in bounds and get a little bit of forward progress. Gets it out to the 35, gain of 5, 3rd down and 7.
It is, as you've been saying, it's been more and more of a defensive battle between these teams, and that's why that special teams touchdown by Carolina earlier has been proven so important.
Yeah, I agree. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Gonna hand it now, fakes the handoff to Swearingen. Going left, that one's tipped and incomplete. Could have been picked off, but it drops and incomplete pass. 4th down and a punt.
Just not quite sure what happened at the end there. He had his hands on the ball, then decided to pull back away from it. So far away, he ran off on his own without realizing, wait, I don't have the ball.
Well, there's something missing here.
Huh, what was it? Oh, I didn't come up with it.
That's right.
Man.
And the kick is away. And Prasad on the return. He's going to get a little bit more. Gets it out across the 40 to the, well, he's going to get it right to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10. Carolina having a good day returning kicks today.
And they've had a lot of opportunities for that thanks to their defensive play so far today. And Prasad's been doing a lot of work for Carolina. Both of them, honestly.
Back in the shotgun, single back, Mercury to his right. Sully Richardson takes the snap. He's going to throw left. That was complete, and he's going to get 6 on that one. 2nd down and 4. Reception by Jack Flash.
You know, when
Nope. Looks like that was Terry Severt, the backup tight end on the catch. Power I formation. Single receiver. Go Mercury. Trying to follow his blockers, but he is clotheslined and dropped. Short gain, 3rd down and 3.
yeah, that time they ran on the right side of the defense. This time, you know, they had a numerical advantage, but there's just still we're just not able to get enough blocks for Mercury to get ahead there.
Looking to throw on 3rd down, going to the fullback out of the backfield. Oh, and he is dropped just short of the 1st down. Good tackle by Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, it looks like to me that the ball didn't even cross the threshold. I kind of hope Carolina doesn't elect to challenge it because I don't think it was anywhere close.
No, I don't think so either. First time we've seen Tony Zoma get involved tonight. Single back on 4th down, going for it right here at the midfield stripe. Going to go to Mercury to left-hand side. He's got the 1st down. Lowers his shoulder, and he gets an extra yard out to the 45. 1st down and 10, Carolina.
You know, first off, I honestly thought it was going to be the SFL special right there where they were trying to go get that timeout, but they actually snapped the ball, and I think that alone caught Charleston off guard.
Oh, yeah, you see the hard count so many times, you just kind of get ready for that. And weren't ready for it. Drops back to throw on 1st down, just dumps it, checks it down over the middle. That one's complete. Only a 1-yard gain. That was complete to Jack Flash. 2nd down and 9.
At this point, Carolina's driving downfield again, wearing down this defense. They're going to try to get some points here, and they're probably going to have to do it on the ground because everywhere up top's just been stuffed.
Going to the right-hand side. He's got room. Going to get a little bit of yardage. Gets it out to the 39. 3rd down and 4.
And up to Charleston on that pursuit. That angle of pursuit right there by, you know, that defense has been able to just really stop Mercury in his tracks.
So 3rd down and 4, power I. Gonna go to Randy Mercury, trying to follow his blocks, but nowhere to go. Stopped by Jack Brown. 4th down and 4.
Yeah, they just collapsed the line all around them, and there was just nowhere to go through the middle, and not enough time to bounce it back outside.
So this time they're gonna kick it away on 4th and 4. Mike Johnson back at his own 45. Try and pin Charleston deep. He picks that low snap up. Gets the ball down inside the 5, and they can't keep that one out of the end zone this time. So that will be a touchback. 1st down and 10, Charleston from their own 20.
There's one thing that was missed there by the gunner that time, is that when you dive and you know it's about to hit the end zone, you got to push the ball back out. He did not push the ball back out. He pushed himself and the ball in the end zone.
Exactly. So Charleston on 1st down. Look at the throw. He gets hit. Incomplete. Was able to get it away. That time it was Phil Hall getting in there to him.
Yeah, they've been having a great day up front. Been able to disrupt passes, get sacks, get in the backfield, stop the ball carrier, and you know, earlier, the only real yardage Swearingen even had in this ball game was like in the first series. After that, he's been pretty much jammed.
2 receivers right, single receiver left, dropping back to throw. Going to the right, that one's complete, turns it upfield, makes a spin, and that's going to be just short of the 1st down, 3rd down and 1.
Just Shea Carroll all by himself, lonesome right there, and you know, comes down with the grab, stays in bounds, but just couldn't turn back upfield.
3rd down and 1 now for Charleston. 5:23 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Send bunched. Trips bunch to the right, single receiver left. Everybody in close though. Single back. Going to Mercury, Swearingen on the right-hand side. He's got some room. He gets it out across the 40 to about the 45. And he will be stopped. First down and 10. Charleston. Good run by Keith Swearingen.
Just break down this play here a little bit. They had the edge sealed, the guard pull, got a block there. Absolutely crushed that man and was able to get through ahead for Swearingen to lead himself into the first down.
Gonna mark him at the 46, first down and 10.
That little dude absolutely got rocked on that play. I feel bad for him.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Drops back. Plenty of time going deep down the right-hand side and knocked down, incomplete. And he is going to want that one back. I can't believe he dropped that ball. Incomplete.
That right there was a bit of a gimme, but sometimes when you jump up like that, your hands are up here, right? They come back down, you hit your knees, and it just hits the ground because it comes right back up off of you, and that's what happened there.
Second down and 10. 3 wide. Again to throw on second down goes to Swearingen out of the backfield. He's only going to get a yard. Stopped by Shervon Prasad.
Great form on that tackle there by Prasad. Was able to get all the way around the ball carrier, just wrap them up and bring him down. Too many times you see defenders reach out and just try to arm tackle a ball carrier, and that's just not the way to bring him down. Prasad showing you how it's done.
3rd and 9. Sits in the pocket, throws it deep down the left-hand side. That one is caught, but out of bounds. Incomplete, 4th down and 9. Drew took a hard hit there after that throw.
And you know what? He's just looking around, just saying, you know what? I got away with one there. He got hit, was intercepted, but it was out of bounds, so it's still in their possession. So they get the pin Carolina a little deeper than they would have been.
And the punt is away here on 4th down. Fair catch signal at the 17. And Carolina will go back on offense. First down and 10 from their own 17.
Charleston has had a bit of success early. Oh, sorry.
I formation behind Sully Richardson. Everybody else in tight. Going to Mercury, jumps over the defender that got some penetration, but he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good hit by Zachary Bates. Second down and 10.
I really meant to say was Carolina's had a bit of success of late on a couple of their drives, being able to push down the field a bit, but when they get, you know, a couple plays in near the red zone, they're not able to get it done.
Mercury bounces off a couple tackles in the backfield, spins out of one, and then gets enough to get himself out to 3rd down and 6 at the 22. It's only 4 yards, but I think he had to run almost 20 to get that.
It really does feel that way sometimes, but you know, that's the hallmark of a power runner sometimes. Just they don't seem to have that same giddy up and go.
Richardson to throw, throws left, incomplete. I'm not sure where the receiver was going. Trying to get it to Harish Prasad, but he went the other direction. The ball kind of fell to the ground near a defender. Incomplete, 4th and 6.
Communication is key, and it wasn't there on that play right there. The receiver was somewhere other than where he should have been, and the ball luckily wasn't intercepted.
Standing back at his own 5-yard line to kick this one away. Going to attempt the return, gets it out to the 44. So first down and 10, Charleston from the 44. So TD Drew has 134 yards passing so far on the day. But Swearingen with only 31 yards rushing, and most of that's been in the second half. Going to go empty backfield, 4 wide. Tight end on the right-hand side of the formation. Looking to throw, throws it over the middle. That one's complete. It's going to be complete for a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Sean Harrelson on the catch.
They've really been collapsing the pocket on Drew so far in this game. They've just been able to get around the tackles and push them towards the quarterback, making sure he's pretty well contained and makes him have to throw the ball soon.
Gonna throw it to the left. That one's complete to Swearingen, and he is just hit hard. They're coming after him today. Good hit by Zane Doty. 35.
Yeah, like most of his success came in the first 2 series, and after that they really keyed in on him. And like I said at the top of the broadcast, I feel like if you were able to contain him, you contain most of Charleston's offense. That's been proven mostly true so far in this game.
Dropping back to throw, gonna go to Swearingen again. He has to spin around. He gets it up for the first down this time. Knocked out of bounds at the 43. 1st down and 10, Charleston.
Sometimes on defense you make some slight concessions, and that time Hatley here was all by himself. Just made a little bit of an effort there, came around and saved even more yardage because Swearingen was looking to get so much more.
1st down and 10 now from the Carolina 43. Gonna go to Swearingen again to the right-hand side, trying to get the edge, but he's not able to get there. Cuts it up inside, gets enough to get 3, 2nd down and 7.
At that time, they just ran straight into the teeth of the defense. You know, I said earlier that Carolina was doing that a bit too, and now Charleston seems to be doing it. Well, all you got to do is just look at how many are in the box on the line, count your men, count theirs, and just shift the play around.
Nobody in the backfield this time. Looking to throw, goes down the right-hand side, and that one's picked off. Gonna return it out. Out close to midfield. Let's see where they mark that.
Hatley made a really big play a couple plays ago, and this time the biggest one possible. An interception. Wide receiver tripped a bit on the route and just let the only person around the ball make an easy grab, and Hatley comes down with it and gives Carolina back the ball.
So 1st down and 10 Carolina after that interception at the 38. Single back, Randy Mercury gonna go to Mercury. That hole closed up quick. That was a big hole, but Brandon Haight came in and closed it up pretty quick. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, but that came at the expense of Lance because he took a real big shot right there to make sure that he could get some yardage. Good job by Haight to come around and help his guy out.
Twins to the right, single receiver left. Going to throw on 2nd down. Going to go to Mercury again out of the backfield. He sheds that first tackler and gets out close to the 1st down. Brings up 2nd down and inches. Stopped by Paul Conley.
Yeah, it just looks like now they're focusing in on Lance. They just saw what Mercury did to him on the last play. Then they left him one-on-one with him again. And look at this. Just sheds right off of him.
Coming up to the end of the 3rd quarter. And this will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter here in Raleigh. Carolina 14, Charleston 10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. Brought to you by APM Music. Rich Pratchett and Levant Mercer here with you for the call tonight. Trevor Kozlowski in the truck handling stats, trying to get Mercury up to get the 1st down. He is stopped, actually dropped for a little bit of a loss. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Yeah, Mallet just came around, rained down the hammer on him right there on that play. Just punched right through and just sat him back right down.
So they're showing they're going for it. 4th and 1 from the 47. This may be the hard count. And they draw him off sides. Levant, you don't see that too often.
Ooh, that's not very often that you see it work, but that time, and I feel like this encroachment comes back to the second quarter where they actually got the play off.
Yes.
They actually got the play off, and that time they thought, oh, they're going to do it again. And because it happened earlier in the game that they actually snapped the ball, I actually like the way Carolina employed it this time.
So that makes that a first down, 1st and 10 in Charleston territory. Going to throw, Sully Richardson to the right-hand side. That one's complete. Steps out of bounds at the 43, 2nd down and 6. Dupree Hudson on the catch.
You know, this has the makings of a really big drive simply because this defense is now tired. It's been out there quite a bit, and they've, you know, you just noticed they've been making mistakes. They've been getting their tackles shed here and there. Carolina sees blood in the water. Now it's up to them to see how they get in the end zone.
Split backs behind Sully Richardson. He's going to throw right. Going to be trying to get it to Hudson. Brings up 3rd down and 6 at the 43. Empty backfield. Trips to the right, single receiver left. Throwing it over the middle. That one's complete. That's enough for a first down. Harish Prasad comes up in the clutch again to get that first down, 1st and 10 at the Charleston 34.
And there's just another one of those minute mistakes that Carolina just seems to capitalize on this drive. They saw a little bit of a mental misstep there, just enough to get Prasad open. Richardson went back to his progression, threw to Prasad, and got the first down.
Gonna go left. That one's complete and tries to turn it upfield, but just couldn't keep his feet in. Harish Prasad with a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7.
Pass was a little bit ahead of him, took his momentum out of bounds. He wanted to take it back upfield, but he was just headed and forced out by the trajectory of the pass.
Two wide left, single receiver right. Richardson to throw, goes over the middle. That one's complete. He had to reach out for that. Richardson put it the only place he could to keep the defender from getting to it. Nice throw.
Yeah, right there, what we call a dot, and he put it right on the mark, signed it, sealed it, and delivered it straight to his receiver. Right for the first down.
Yeah, Dupree Hudson had to stretch out to pull that one in, but the ball had to go there.
There's only one place, and he put it right only where his receiver can get it. Yes.
In the red zone at the 15-yard line, trips to the right, single receiver left in the shotgun. All by himself back there. Richardson to throw into the end zone. That one's caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Dupree Hudson once again.
Dupree kind of led us a little astray there. Made it look like he didn't come up with it, and then he showed us the ball. And little bit of bad manners there, but look at him right here. Just all that speed, all that space, all alone, and that's all his.
Man, and a one-handed catch, too. He had to spin around and catch that one with his right hand. I didn't notice that until the replay. That was a nice catch.
Yeah, we didn't even notice he came up with the ball until he showed it to us. So
That's
I mean,
right.
This has been a very deceitful drive by Carolina, I'd say.
So the extra point kick is up and good by Wally Herman. 8:28 left in the game. Carolina 21, Charleston 10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music. So this is week 13, closes out the regular season, but the action's not done yet. We've got some more. We got one more game yet tonight. That's returned out past the 25 to the 29, and Charleston will take over their first down and 10. Tonight, you've got Denver at Las Vegas for the nightcap here on Monday night. And then tomorrow night, we close out the regular season at 7 o'clock Eastern, Baltimore at Queen City, and at 9:30 Eastern, Sioux Falls at Chicago. So make sure you stick around for all of those games that all have playoff implications. That's a 2-yard gain out to the 31. Trevon Prasad on the tackle, 2nd 8.
He's been having a really nice game so far. It has like 5 tackles on the day, has a couple for loss. You know, he's really been pretty much everywhere you need a linebacker to be, generally in the backfield.
Looking to throw, going to swing it out to Swearingen out of the backfield. He puts one defender down, but cannot shake out of that second tackle. 3rd down and 5.
A really great second effort by Carolina after one of them goes down there to get 2 or 3 to the ball carrier, making sure that Swearingen can't do any more damage.
Well, we got a free play here. It's going to be offsides against Carolina, but that throw out to Swearingen is enough for a 1st down out to the 34, so we'll see what they decide to do.
Neutral zone infraction, number 93, defense.
So they're going to decline that offsides penalty and take the result of the play. So 1st down and 10, Predators.
Yeah, when you have a free play like that, you can take any risk you'd want. All you have to really do there is just decide, all right, is the yardage that I gained in this play more than the yardage I would get from the penalty? That's really the only decision you have to make at that point.
So trips to the left, single receiver to right, single back. Dropping back throw, pump fakes, going deep down the middle. That one's tipped and incomplete. Could not pull that one in, trying to get it to Harrelson. But good coverage back there by the Carolina secondary.
Bit of a strange decision there to throw straight into triple coverage. Harrison wasn't ahead of any of his defenders either. The inside, the outside, and the over the top were all covered in Skyhawks.
We go to Swearingen up the middle, and he is stopped after a 1-yard gain. DJ Majesty and Trevon Prasad brought him down. I wouldn't want to get hit by both of those guys at the same time, to be honest with you, Levant.
No, I already can feel my ribs just thinking about them. Where are they? I mean, I had ribs for lunch too, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh,
right
now, hey.
Hey.
2 wide left, single receiver to the right. Short drop, and he is hit and dropped. Brought down for the sack. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. That was the defensive end, Monroe, on the tackle.
Yeah, Bo Rivers Monroe getting in on the action there, making sure that TD Drew should probably also check his ribs to see if they're
Yes. I don't think he took a drop. That was supposed to be a real quick pass, and apparently there was nothing there for him. And the punt is away. Oh, good coverage.
Ooh.
Good coverage. Harish Prasad is put down quickly and hard by the coverage man, Caledon Holly.
Speaking of players who just got dropped, ow.
Yeah.
That man just went sideways and spun around. That's a good old football hit right there. Woo-wee.
Richardson under center. 1st down and 10 at their own 18. 5:56 left in this one. Going to Mercury right up the middle. He's got room to run, breaks a tackle or 2. Gets it out to the 26, 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And now he's having a clear lane all by himself this time. All you just see, here's Mercury going up the middle all by himself, and great block to seal the edge, but really no penetration there by Charleston.
Second down and 2 now. Power I formation. Single receiver to the left. Going Going to go to Mercury again, trying to bounce it to the outside. He's going to get one more, but stopped pretty quickly there by Shravan Prasad. 3rd down and 1. No, he was not stopped by Shravan Prasad since he's sitting on the sideline. Stopped by Jeff Hollywood.
I was about to be like, wait, did he just pull? Did he pull himself and just like, let me help you guys out for a moment? Wait,
That's
what?
right. That's right. Sitting there to throw, under pressure, and he is sacked. Sully Richardson gets brought down by the defensive end, Sam Lance.
Lance is having a bit of a hard game, but you know what? He makes up for it with this sack, this key sack, giving Charleston back possession of the football because, you know, leaving him alone on coverage, probably not the best idea for defensive end. But getting sacks, that's their job, and he got it there that time.
So 4th down and 7 forces a punt for the Skyhawks. Should give the Predators decent field position. They're going to let this clock run down as far as they can. I thought. Almost blocked. Going to bring it back to the 47-yard line. And they will have really good starting field position here for this series. 1st down and 10 from their own 47.
Almost seemed like on that punt, they didn't really know whether they were going to milk the clock or not. And the punter finally called for the snap. It came a little late and a little low. Almost got blocked there.
Yeah, I kind of figured they were going to let it run down if they were going to wait that long. It was kind of odd. Single back, and there's another jump by Carolina. Throws that one over the middle, and it's complete. No, that's going to fall incomplete, trying to get it to Jay Taylor. But that should be a 5-yard penalty against the Skyhawks. And it will be an offside penalty against the Skyhawks, 5 yards, and it'll still be 1st down and 5.
I mean, when you're one of the most penalized teams in the league coming into this game, you know, 3 quarters of not having any, you had to have known it was coming at some point. And then the 4 of Carolina's, you know, come back with 2, and, well, they just better hope that doesn't come back to bite them.
Trips to the right, single receiver left. TD Drew to throw, goes down the middle. That one's incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Sean Harrelson, but just overthrew him. 2nd down and 5.
You know, they've really been heavily targeting Harrelson all day, but, you know, there are other receivers on this. See them, you know, try to get it back to Taylor and McCarroll. They've been having better days so far, but, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It just doesn't get to him, though.
Trips to the left this time for Drew. Again to throw, has time, goes to the right-hand side, tipped and picked off. Picked off of the tip drill. And that one will go back the other way. Zane Doty knocked it up in the air, and Rochelle Colston comes down with her 5th interception on the season.
And just look at this, a little bit of a tip, a little bit of a drip, and right into her hands. And now Carolina has it, and they're on offense again, and they have control of the clock and Charleston's destiny, more or less.
We got 4:02 to kill on this clock. Going to go to Mercury. Bounces it out to the left-hand side. He's going to get 5. 2nd down and 5. Stopped by Zachary Bates.
It was the game that Charleston was at least leading in earlier, where it was that, you know, they had control of the clock, but now Carolina's having control of almost every facet of the game. But, you know, they've taken the ball away a couple times, and at this point, all they really have to do is get a couple of 1st downs and start getting after those timeouts.
Power I, single receiver to the right. Mercury again, cuts it toward the middle. He's going to get enough for the 1st down. Tried to spin out of that last tackle, but he got the 1st down. 1st down and 10 from the 43.
You know, they were wearing down this defense all game long, and Mercury's just getting bigger and bigger runs, and or bigger and bigger holes being made, and he's just been getting tough yards in this fourth quarter.
Brandon Haight and Jack Hoffman tried to come up and stop him before he hit that first down line, but they weren't able to get him down quick enough. But so Carolina keeps marching. First down and 10 at their own 43. Back to the power I with a single receiver. 8 in the box for Charleston. Going to Mercury, breaks the first tackle, and then pays for it. Hit hard by Khaled and Holly. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Well, there's a couple things in life you can't get rid of: death, taxes, and if you play football, getting hit real hard.
That's right. So 2nd down and 7. The clock continues to run, and this may take us to the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they snap it one more time. They don't have to. They can let it run. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in Carolina. The Skyhawks 21, the Predators 10. You're watching the SFL on Twitch, brought to you by APM Music. Let's finish this one out here from Raleigh. Carolina hoping just to be able to keep control of the ball for the next 2 minutes. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, though, Levant.
And that's what they're going to have to be going after now.
And speaking of timeouts, Charleston takes their first after that 5-yard gain, 3rd down and 5 from their own 49-yard line.
Now it's all a matter of getting this first down. If they can do that, they'll have another set of downs to work with and more time to drain.
2 wide right in the shotgun on 3rd down, looking to throw. He'll throw down the right-hand side, has the man open. He's complete down to the 30, 1st down and 10. Charleston takes their 2nd timeout. Harish Prasad on the catch.
And now the debate after this great catch by Prasad is whether, well, do we keep going? Do we just go try to score, or do we kill the clock at this point? Because Prasad was wide open on that play by himself, because, the game was slowed down to a lull. They really weren't expecting a pass there, and, now Carolina has a new predicament.
So 1:52 left. Charleston's used 2 of their 3 timeouts. Gonna hand it off to Mercury. Spins to the inside, and he's gonna get enough for the first down, and it'll force Charleston to take their final timeout. Good run by Mercury.
A nice power O by himself. Just look at 51 getting the lane open for Mercury, and Mercury's very strong. Got pulled back from behind, but was able to reach out and get that first down, and this game is pretty much all kinds of over.
So we're going to get the victory formation here with 1:48 left. And they kneel it down, and the clock will continue to roll with 1:39 left. Was this what you expected tonight, Levant, to go a different way?
Well, honestly, considering the amount of points both teams scored over the course of the season, the averages, Carolina only scores about 17, Charleston only scores about 20. Whatever the score would have been, it would have been probably a game like this. So, no, nothing out of the norm for me leading into it, no.
Yeah, nothing out of the norm, nothing out of the realm of possibility from what I thought we were going to see tonight. I was assuming a low-scoring game. I'm happy to see Carolina get another win on the board. Nothing against Charleston, but it's good to see Carolina get another win. Get up to 2-10. Charleston will go to 4-8. And that will end their season. And they'll be going into the offseason looking at draft picks and looking to reinforce their team for next season. The draft comes around December 14th. 3rd down and 13, and we'll kneel that one down. And that should bring us to the end of the game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. If they'd like, they could kick a field goal if they don't feel comfortable with 22 seconds left on the play clock and the time separating each by more than 10 seconds. This should pretty much be it.
So I'm going to turn over to the chat here real quick. Alex Mann 142 asked a question of the player coaches making the play calls. No, this is a controllerless esport. The first controllerless esport that we know of in existence. Go out and check out simulationfl.net. Get in the Discord, check everything out, and they'll tell you what's going on. There's our stats. Really even pretty well in passing and rushing yards, Levant.
Yeah, Carolina really came back on that front in the second. Really, this game. It's all about managing resources, the time, the clock, and the ball. The ball is a very important resource in the game of football, and they were able to get it back from Charleston a couple times. 2 interceptions, 1 right here. And being able to take the ball away and get extra possessions really made up the difference here in this game. They had a couple of scores from different sources. You know, they had this pass to Hudson in the second. They had a kickoff return for a touchdown from Prasad in the first, and that was really in the first half. And those were the things that really made the difference here today. Charleston really wasn't able to really get much on offense going. Once Swearingen was pretty much slowed down, all the receivers were pretty much covered, and Carolina was able to get into the backfield. And if you're just not able to get your offense going, you can have any type of defense out there. They will get tired. That will be pretty much it.
Well, here is your player of the game for tonight, Dupree Hudson. 6 receptions, 56 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dupree Hudson, your player of the game. Don't forget, in about an hour, over on 11 Sports, it is Vice Wars, Las Vegas and Denver to close out the regular season. Make sure you're there for my crew tonight. Trevor Tozlowski, Levant Mercer, and Cameron Irvine back in the studio. It's Rich Pratchard saying thanks for joining us. Good night.
See ya.